I'm back with another triggering topic again. And you know what? Let me tell y'all something. I'm very upset right now. Like, I really am very upset because I'm really tired of people constantly playing in black women's faces. Honestly, and let me just stop saying people because no, I do mean people. I do mean people. So I'll just tell y'all this first. I'm on YouTube and I see a video from Corey Holcomb, and he is by far, if you don't know who he is one of the most problematic, old, miserable heads I have ever seen. He is so hypocritical and disgusting. Now, I ran across his video, and his video is about rappers flopping. Now, of course, he isn't talking about male rappers who flop, and there are plenty of them, but he's talking about all of the female rappers like Sexy Red and Ice Spice who have had very low record sales with their album releases. And then the video was filled with different men talking about the horrible influence of female rap and how it's so damaging and they just want quality music back, like back in the day. And of course, they're uplifting all the male rappers from back in the day, like Biggie and Tupac. And my thing is this, is that, Biggie was uplifting? You mean the same Biggie that talks about robbing and unaliving people, and Tupac, who did the same thing and always talked about degrading women? I have no idea why these men have been romanticized. Or let's talk about Dr. Dre, who was beating the brakes off women. Beat the brakes off a woman that is still traumatized to this very day in a bathroom. And the hypocrisy of black men when it comes to the topic of rap, it literally drives me insane. I've made quite a few videos on it. It drives me insane. And it's really crazy because I never see any accountability, absolutely none. None of why the black community is in the state that it is in, and that it has a lot to do with rap and the culture that it encourages, or the reason why so many black women and young black girls only see worth in twerking or exposing their bodies for the gaze of men. But y'all don't want to talk about that. And I also want to talk about the fact that even every time something goes on violent in this community, I always see black people this, black people that, black people commit the most crimes, black people are the most violent, when that's not the case at all. I'll tell you who it is. It's black men. These problems almost rest exclusively at black men's door, but it's always put on us too. So, and I want to talk about that, but I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the video, because first I want to talk about why is there so much hypocrisy from black men when it comes to rap? Female rap with girls talking about running men's pockets and their sexuality. Why is that always the downfall of the black community? But not these rappers talking about unaliving their brother, huh? But rap started first with black men who proudly bragged about attacking innocent people in their communities, robbing them, unaliving them. They also bragged about degrading black women and telling all black women and all black girls that were listening that they have no worth, no value, other than how much they will allow themselves to be passed around by men. And this degrading rap form of music has been around for more than 4 decades. And it is the reason, whether y'all want to admit it or not, that many a black man and many a black boy is either in the dirt or in jail. Why is that not talked about? Why do y'all have so much smoke for women that are only doing what you program them to think about themselves? Y'all got so much smoke for Sexy Red, so much smoke for Ice Spice, so much smoke for Sweetie, so much smoke for Doja Cat, so much smoke for Nicki Minaj, so much smoke for Meg Thee Stallion. But why are we not talking about all the black men that are in the ground right now? Because of the energy that was in their music, it returned right back to them. Biggie, Tupac, Pop Smoke, Takeoff, King Von, Young Dolph, Nipsey Hussle. Him too, no matter how much y'all want to, y'all have romanticized that man. He preached the same rhetoric and was in a G word. Or how about all the rappers that are in prison right now or are or are on probation because they can't be functional, law-abiding members of society. Even with the access that they have to celebrity, to fame, to wealth. NBA YoungBoy in prison. Kodak Black just got out of prison. Pooh Shiesty in prison. And you know what? Black males have a rate for homicides that is more than 8 times the rate for white males. Why do you think that is? It is the culture. It is the culture that black men encourage. You cannot, and I want y'all to understand this. I don't know if people are spiritual. I don't know if people believe in God or not. I do. If you don't, still listen to what I'm saying. You cannot listen to music that's talking about, I wish an N-word would try me. I'll pop you. I'll pop you. I'll pop you. I'll hurt you. I'm moving this work. You cannot bombard your brain with that and something not take a hold of you and your spirit. You cannot glorify a gangster lifestyle and not expect these young, impressionable boys to follow suit. The horrible, nasty, negative imagery stays imprinted on the brains of black men, young and old. And truth be told, the whole player lifestyle and degrading black women that was brainwashed to black men or younger black men through the music is the reason why a lot of black men to this day, can't have functional romantic relationships with women today. Because I will tell you this, the most mentally healthy and respectful black men that I know all have something in common. They really wasn't really super duper into rap music. They really didn't listen to this type of music. They never did. And then when you try to have conversations about things like this, people will say, oh, no, it's not the music's fault. You got to watch your kids. You know, no one's being influenced by music. Lies, 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 lies. Look at how these young men and boys dress. They dress just like their favorite rappers. They talk the same. They wear their hair the same. The influence is happening whether you want it to or not. And no matter what you instill in your children, they will still come into contact with other children who have the ability to influence them. Which is why you have somebody like Young Berg, aka Hitmaker, the producer. He was also on Love and Hip Hop, stating that he was raised in a good environment, but still decided he wanted to be a gangster and act badly because of the what? Influence of rap culture. And then there are 1,000,001 studies that prove my point, that talk about the effect of rap music and it being linked to aggression, abuse of narcotics. It can also reinforce toxic masculinity and teach young boys that power and dominance over women are desirable traits. But I would like to know why. Why aren't the black men that are so quick to talk about Ice Spice and Sexy Red, why are they not talking about that? Why aren't y'all saddened by all of these young black men and young black rappers that can't even make it to 30 without being slaughtered? And it happens so often that you can't even deny that there isn't a problem. But y'all would rather be up in arms about women talking about running men's pockets. I don't get it. And I'm not saying that Sexy Red is a good influence before somebody talks about accountability. No one wants to be accountable, black women. No, nobody's saying that. But what I am saying is that there are far more important things that are causing devastating harm to the black community that needs to be addressed first and foremost. First and foremost, stop glorifying violence. Stop dancing to it. Stop vibing to it. Make something else more popular. And you know what? Honestly, what makes me even madder is that there are, and I find myself getting hyped because I'm very passionate about this. But what makes me even madder is that there are so many black men that cannot wait. They can't wait. They just drooling at the mouth. Okay? They cannot wait to critique black women and black female rappers. And they just want to have something to say. And it has nothing to do with the black community. They don't care about the black community. They just want an opportunity to bash black women. Because as I've said in other videos, why are you mad? Why are you mad that black female rappers are acting super sexually and acting like that's their only worth and they're calling themselves the B word? Isn't that what you've done to black women for the past several decades in the same music form? You stayed calling black women the B word and saying that the only thing, you already know the deal. I don't need to say it again. But you know what? I get it. I get it. I get it. As I'm talking, I get it. You want to be the one disrespected and violating. You don't want the black woman to participate in her own abuse or have any type of ownership over anything. You want to be the discriminator. You want to be the disrespecter. And then, it's like when we have these issues with music, y'all are everywhere on every platform tearing black female rappers to pieces. But I don't hear anything about your music being even more harmful to the black community. Y'all never talk about it, even though it's a major problem. And then, you know what? Another thing that really, this is really, let me just tell y'all the truth and get into the tea. Because y'all probably wonder why I'm so hyped. Really, what really made me super mad though, and I think I've said this before, is that anytime there is an opportunity to separate from black women, black men are very quick to do that. They're very quick to say, oh, that's the black women doing that. That's not us. Yeah, those the black female rappers. They're the ones messing up rap. It's not us. We're doing everything right. Look, we got Kendrick and J. Cole. Well, look, it's the ladies. It's the ladies. It has nothing to do with us. But then, when I see all of these posts from non-black people, and I was looking up like crime rates and stuff like that, like non-black people really talk reckless about black people and crime. They always talking about how black people are the most violent. Black people are doing this. Black people are doing that. Oh, look at the rates of unalivings for the black community. Look at this. And, I just really don't understand why we as black women never separate. Because when I say that black men unalive each other at a rate 8 times higher than the rate for white males, that is what? Who's doing that? That's black males doing that, right? And when I see all these posts from all of these non-black people that are talking about selling narcotics and the robberies and the carjacking, and all I see once again is these other races of people say, black people this, black people that, black people this. But, okay, since we separated, it's not black people, okay? Well, let's face the facts. It's black men, statistically, the majority of the time. So let's get that straight. It's black men, not black women, doing these things. Why? I really want this to be like a new wave. Like we talk about new challenges that people do on TikTok. I want this to be a new challenge. Okay? Because I very rarely see black women separate themselves from all of these negative things. I never see it. I see black men do it, but I never see it. So we need to separate ourselves, as I've said before, from these stats. Because when you're talking about all of this stuff and you're trying to weaponize crime, you're trying to weaponize violence, you're trying to weaponize, that's not black women doing it. It's not black girls doing it. It's not. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that the reason why it makes me so mad, y'all, like it really literally makes my blood boil, is because I'm so tired of black men being quick to critique black women or anyone else when it comes to that matter, when they are actively doing exactly what they're complaining about. They're doing it, but you complaining about somebody else. It's literally insane. The lack of accountability, the lack of critical thinking, the lack of being able to actually look at yourself honestly in the mirror and know what type of man you are. It's insane. I don't see their ability in being able to do that. And so I'm going to make videos like this where I expose the double standards and hypocrisy every day if I have to, every night if I have to. Because I'm telling you, when I saw this video where they just sitting here talking about black female rap, like it's just the worst of the worst of the worst thing that they have ever seen in their life. And this black male rap, which results in the majority of the participators, okay, if that's a word, in the dirt, in the ground or in prison is just, it just is such a lack of being connected to reality, like living in a state of delusion. You know what? I don't even got nothing else to say, y'all. I've run it enough. Y'all let me know if you feel me. I would really like to know if you ever look at these things. Do you get upset? Does it make you feel a type of way? Am I wilding? Do I need to calm down? Do I need to go on and get me a smoothie and relax? Okay. Like my dad used to say, do I need to get a Coke and take a smile or whatever that? Never mind. That probably make me sound super duper old. Forget what I just said, y'all. Anyway, if you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, I really do appreciate you. And I know you rock out with me because, my goodness, I was ranting here for a hot little minute. And you know what? Maybe I need to dial it. I need to dial it back. I really do. Because this just really, and then, since we're family, because you watched all of this, let me just tell you something. I haven't really talked about Corey Holcomb much. I think I might have did a video about him a long time ago when I first started doing videos here. But I really don't like Corey Holcomb. He is such a disrespectful individual, and he's the last person that should be talking about morality or the things that people should do. He's always calling a woman a B word. He's always talking about dominating women. He's always talking about hold money over women's head and a million different things. Like, he's just so gross. And to see him trying to say anything it just gave me like a visceral reaction. Like, I just want to, but anyway, I digress for real this time, okay? If you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, please do me a favor and drop a 22 in the comments, because these men are double boo-boo. And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. Just do your girl a free favor. Okay, it won't cost you nothing. I know times are hard out here. So please just follow your girl on TikTok. I live stream there exclusively. So if you want to get to know me in real time, that's the place to do it. However, when I do hit 10K over here on YouTube, I will most definitely start live streaming here on YouTube. So if you care, that's something to look forward to as well, I guess. I don't want to sound too arrogant, but if you mind, if you like me, then maybe, but also if you could follow me on YouTube, because a lot of y'all are watching my videos, but y'all are not subscribed. So do your girl a solid and also subscribe to me on YouTube. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And as always, I love to hear from my sisters and also anybody that is critically thought about this topic. I would love to hear your thoughts on how you feel rap is affecting the Black community. If you're a Black person, that is. So anyway, just please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.